Okay, here's the story. I'm still having trouble with my shifter on this MacVision. I've narrowed it down to parts and pieces. Compressor. I'm not getting enough air pressure to this little gizmo here. This little hose here. That's the thing that makes my spitter work. So if it's not getting enough pressure, it's not activating the thing to spit, and it's just not working. So it's also plugging that $65 filter because there is oil in there. So the only way the oil can get to that air dryer is through the air compressor. So that air compressor is $924, but they gave me the gear. Didn't give it to me, but it all came as a kit. So I got that thing there and this neat little gear. Now I opened it up and it's just some kind of polyfiber gear. This thing here, let me put the camera down here a minute. Look at a heavy hunk of steel. Maybe we can unbox that a second here. There it is. It's a remanufactured one. Has a gasket and stuff in there. Now what I have to do is put that gear and everything on there, but I would like to get that out of there before I go ahead and do that. So that's what I am going to be doing right now, and it's going to take me a little bit of time, but hopefully I can get some footage here. But I got to get my lights, and I'm going to shut this door a bit because all that wind blowing through here is just no fun. So that's what I'll be doing right now. All right, I started ripping this beast out of here. I've got my air hose. That's a pressured line, and there's oil there, so it's definitely been pushing oil down into that filter. All the little tiny lines, they're all disconnected. This here is a coolant line. I got that disconnected. The one back there at the tip of my finger, another coolant line. But this one here with the hose clamps, you see it makes an S bend around the back of that engine, and I may have to tear there's a hole in the floor on this truck, and it's right here. So I'm more than likely going to have to pull that all out of there so I can get to the top of that thing. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm up against. Really tight quarters. I got heavy clothes on. I think I'm going to have to take them off because I just can't move around. And if you're not mobile, you just can't get up and under there. So that pump really is just about ready to come out of there. It's really not that hard. It's just tight to get in there. But I got my cardboard here on the floor, so I'm going to crawl up and underneath there and see what I can find. After a lot of cursing, swearing, and other unsavory language, I got this piece of crap out of here. Now, I'm not happy because it did not want to come out of there. I'd like to pull the head off of it, to be honest with you, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to take their word for it that it's probably what the hell was wrong with it, that it's bad. But there is, if you can see in there, see how shiny that is? Well, that's where their engine oil, and that's what it is, it's engine oil. It's that's the pressure side. So when I pull this piece here off of there, we should be able to see down in there. So I'm going to do that just to be 100% sure that my $1,000 or whatever the hell's in that box was well spent, which I think it was. But man alive. I say curiosity kills the cat. Well, I'm a very curious person. I had to pull that head off of there, and right here is the oil. So the front piston is bad. It's a bad piston. You can see here on that one, that'd be this one here, it's bad. So I didn't make the wrong choice. Quite honestly, I don't think this pump is that old, but you know, it's just an air compressor. It looks like some shit got in it. Oh no, maybe not, just dirt. It's kind of hard to turn. I thought it would turn a good bit easier. I can't hardly turn it. So I guess it was the right choice. So I'm gonna pop that little head back on there and tighten her down, and then Mac can deal with it because, well, I don't need to. It's a core charge, 450 bucks. So I'll get $450 back out of my 925. So that shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, get that thing back together. But now I'm reassured that that thing was definitely leaking oil around that piston, as they're supposed to be tight. Oh well. Okay, I just got this thing seated down in there. Here's my new gasket. Yeah, I put all the plumbing on except for this side because, well, there's no room to slide it on up in there from underneath if I put all the fittings and stuff on there. So yeah, so everything else is here. So anyways, I got some help coming, and they're gonna help me slide this thing up in here, hopefully without any problems. I don't see any problems gonna happen, but you never know. Okay, it's obviously the next day. Well, maybe it could be any day, but the day after I put that pump in there, I just wanted to follow up. It really wasn't the easiest doggone thing to put in, but it's in there. Hooked up pretty easy, everything worked. I just drove, I don't know, 200 and some miles flawlessly. It shifted right like it's supposed to. The spitter worked like it was supposed to, or the air dryer worked like it was supposed to. You can feel that's a brand new filter on there because the other ones were contaminated with oil from the old pump. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you that it's in there. Pretty blue, but yeah, it works. No leaks, no air leaks, nothing. I got here this morning and there was still air in my lines in the tanks, so it was good to go. Had no problems. But yeah, thanks for watching.